Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mention. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm here to speak about spiritual matters for the world of spirit and the Creator are real. It's like they say, but they're so magnificent. It is part of it is part of what we will rediscover at the end of that long process of evolution we've embarked upon when we chose to incarnate within the sphere and other sphere in the universe. I'm going to pull a few cards to see what the angel wants to just condition the day in terms of their wisdom. The highest wisdom is light. Follow the light, the light. There is only light. Just see no darkness. Bring light into all the darkness and integrate a certain darkness, certain aspect that needs to be integrated, the yin and the yang. What needs to be understood is serenity. Serenity is more than peace. It is the ability to stand still and to breathe and to be relaxed and enjoy. To enjoy the process, because if we're serene in action, we'll have great result. If we're agitated in action, sometimes we have good results, sometimes we don't. And then agitation will bring stress, when serenity will bring comfort. And so what we need to do is the intuition, to continue to follow the intuition. And what's coming is rejoicing. Spirit says those things I'm waiting for, just consider them as being done already. And so I'm preparing for it. For I do believe that if I'm real, I'm here, I've done all my art and all this. It's like this presence is real. We're all here, we're all real here. But why are we real? As far as I know, it's because God is real. If God wasn't real, we couldn't be here, we couldn't be real. And that is really where true identity lies. I don't believe there is a paradise in third dimension, in the world of duality. That does not exist. It will always be pulled into one or other direction, and then eventually the consciousness elevates itself from the fourth dimension, which is the lowest part, is the darkest nightmare, and the highest part is the most beautiful dreams. And then eventually we go above that, we move into this point of resolution, acceptation of the eternal nature of love and God, and then we move into the fifth dimension. That doesn't mean that we're not longer physical. It's just our consciousness is emotional, mental, emotional, is integrated into this unity consciousness, and we're still interacting with the physical world, but not from a 3D perspective, from an inner plane perspective, but we're still dealing with all those who are in the physical world that will not change. For what we seek is to return to the state of grace, and to understand none of the earth shift has to affect us directly in a negative way. If we suffer through the shift, it's because we haven't addressed in shadows, and this is what's going on, so we can release it. Or we choose to suffer the suffering of someone else. If that is the case, I don't recommend it, but there will be plenty of people suffering from not wanting to face their shadows, and then they want misery lacks company. So do not participate in that. Stay serene. Just bring your love to people who assist them, but guide them as much as possible. For there is no need for any go between you and your Creator, you and Source. For the Source is everywhere. It's in between all spaces. It's within all beings, and so. So in the Quran, Allah said, just go directly to me, for God wants to receive you in the most pure form. If you go through a lower divinity, it will be a symbiosis of energy that will return to the Creator as a collective hybrid, so to speak. So just go directly to your Creator. This was the Muslim prayer is very powerful, because 5 times a week, 5 times a day, there is this direct connection, this direct energy. And so I do, but it's my belief. But this line of communication, we have to purify it and clean it, and become very clear as far as our connection to the source. And the more we allow this source to become part of our life, the easier things will go. For we have to recognize ourselves as a child of God. For now, we're a servant of God, but eventually we're going to recognize God. God's going to recognize us. We'll be children of God, and we'll come to realize there is it's always about a relationship with other intelligence in the universe, because God has created countless intelligence to rule and administer this universe. So it's always but there has to be a recognition that all those beings that rule over the universe are children of God as well. There is a hierarchy of spirit, such as angels, archangels, and so many other ones. And then there will continue to be the buzz in the matrix, or the things that buzz in the news, and that's not really to comment. Don't really need to comment on that. The card of the day is into the sea. It's a quantum leap. It's like we have to jump into the sea. For art, we have to look for beauty in life, and beauty is really my life is about art, fine art. But in fine arts there is a lot of art, there is a lot of decoration, which I like, nice decoration, but it's not art, it's decoration. And people, there is a bit of confusion between art and decoration. So with my project I'm going to try to straighten that out. And for all is art, is what we call art, and Marcel Duchamp said, what we call art becomes art. And so, but so it's about finding those things that make us feel good and to focus on that. And for we want to be a ever increasing higher versions of ourselves. We have to be bold, to be ambitious, to want to have this ascension, to want to become an ascended master. If not, why not? It's like, of course, if you think that you know enough, that you had enough challenges, you say, well, it's like I'm comfortable where I am, I'm integrated on that level. But if you aspire for more, there will be new challenges to get you ready for that next level. It is all about personal choice. So you believe you've learned enough, or you want to move on to the next level, and that is this is always about new beginning and understanding anything is possible in correlation, in association with the source, with the creator and the universe. For it is all one integrated one, but we still have to deal with countless intelligence that are here to regulate the plan in time and space. And right now there is no respect from human consciousness about all the spirit realm, or even the extraterrestrials. So that has to come, and the law will change to serve the people, the human law. So much darkness has been imposed on this on humanity. It's not like snap of a finger the world will be free. It's going to take a little time. And so so the card of the day is the Celt. It's the Celtic. It's like, and there is a rebirth. The bottom card is the rebirth, the baby. So there is it's connecting to the magical force within nature. And and so I just wanted to come and say hello, to wish you a wonderful day. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song that reminds us that the power of silence, excuse me, for everything is revealed within silence. I realized the most powerful revelation of spiritual truth that I ever had was when I'm laying down, my mind, my body is relaxed, and my consciousness is at complete peace, and then light comes in and show me something. It can happen at any time during the day, but it's really those times of pure relaxation, and it is within the silence that all is revealed. So I'm going to sing this song. It's called The Sound of Silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seed while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walk alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, 'neath the halo of a street lamp. I turn my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touch the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, take my arms that I might reach you. But my words like silence raindrop fell, and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was for me. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on a subway wall, and tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence. Here, Paul Simon reminds us it's like this vision that was implanted in his brain still remains because it is within the sound of silence that something is being revealed. It also explains that we need to talk, communicate. When you think that we have something to say, that we improve the silence, just go for it. Sometimes it is better to stay within the silence. Lao Tzu was a great friend and master who was trying to in Taoism, every time you do not respond to something that could lead to conflict, you win over you become a master over yourself when you do not need to engage in polemic and all kinds of things. So there's great wisdom within that. So I'm going to pull one more cards and bonus cards, as I usually. It's a card of joy, sharing, partying, great memories. He's here. Allow the inner child to emerge from within. New friends or old relation coming back, children or childhood. So it's very much a social card, and a lot of new friends, old friends coming back. Just it's going to be a very playful time. Just accept it as something that is before you and continue to align with this highest version of yourself. Thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.